Good morning, Capricorn masculine. This is Grand Madam with your mid-July reading. I'm starting something different here. I'm using the before deck to get a background story of what the scenario is about. Then I'm going to come in and probably clarify it with the vice versa deck or another deck to see what the present status of this reading is. And then I'm going to follow up with the after deck to see what has happened or what is about to happen. Okay? Now, this is for the Capricorn masculine energy group, of which consists of males as well as females. Why females? Because females working day to day are working in masculine energy. Anytime you have to use rationalizations, logic, facts and figures, documents, you're working in masculine energy. So that's why the ladies are here, fellas, okay? Now, first off the bat in your pre-shuffle, I have your Seven of Wands, the Empress, and Justice. And they look like this. Okay? And what this is showing me is that someone is praying for protection from an Empress because they have been taken to court. And for some of you, you just want to be treated fairly. Okay? We have the Seven of Wands, the Empress, and the Justice card. We also, at the bottom of the spread, we have the Eight of Pentacles. This is all the before deck. And the Ace of Pentacles. And what this tells me is that someone basically is being sued by a child's mother. And someone is praying, literally praying for protection that they don't have to pay out either too much or anything because they have the mentality of they work hard for their money. And I'm going to leave that right there. So what I'm going to do from here is get into it, find out what's what. I'm going to use the vice versa deck and ask for clarity. Now, someone does not want to pay child support, or someone does not want to pay his own mother, her own mother, or since we have females in this group, we have some females in this group who have, some will have custody issues. They're fighting in a custody battle and they need protection. Some themselves are being hit with child support lawsuits and they're praying for protection. So all in all, this reading seems to be about defending yourself against a domestic lawsuit that involves children. Okay, so let's see what the status is presently for the Capricorn masculine energy group. On the board, we have Libra twice, and we have Taurus. So this whole thing is domestic. Relationships, domestic. And Pentacles, meaning money. It all started with love. Here's the Ace of Cups. This is the Cup of Love. And a King of Cups who has turned his back on his loved one. King of Cups can be technically Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But this person is very emotional filled, yet he withholds his emotions. As we have, you see the love card here? We have the Ace of Cups, and we have the King of Cups with his back turned. He is withholding his love. This is in the current. And this is a he. All right, we have the Three of Pentacles, collaboration, and we have the Page of Cups. No offers are being made. Flip side. And then there is the Wish card. But the wish, in this case, you see that cosmic looking, well, that looked like a sketch of a figure in that card. That means it's not yet fulfilled. And here we have the Chariot, Cancer. And this is the back of the Chariot, meaning this person has walked away. We have the Page of Wands and the walked away flip side. And we also have the Eight of Swords, where this woman is all tied up in her head about what to do. And this is, she has also turned her back to this relationship. So this, and here's the Four of Swords in the background. Look in the background. Do you see the smoke and the fire? This is a relationship that has crashed and burned, and evidently children are involved. All right, so what is this here? And this is interesting because this is the Wheel of Fortune flip side. This is the Wheel of Fortune front side. This side, this very well could have been, it's divine timing either way, but this ending very easily could have been manifested by someone. Yeah, look. And now we have the Ten of Cups. You can barely see the cups for the murky water. The cups are at the bottom. The cups down here on the beach. The Ace of Cups, where the angel is, the statue is up top. And in between is all this black water. Okay? And different from this. Different from this. This was some behind the scenes shadow driven relationship. In other words, this was one of those relationships. This was a Jada and August Alsina type of relationship, okay? A whole lot of murkiness, a lot of subconscious issues cropping up that manifested into what's more than likely, well, what manifested into a very short-lived relationship. And now we have a charging and very angry and aggressive Knight of Swords here. There has been a lot of communication back and forth. Someone is told to be strong. This is the Strength card. And now it's like Judgment Day. Now, when you see this side of the card, this side of the card asks the question, and the question is this. After you've done what you've done, are you ready to stand before your judge? Are you ready to meet your maker with clean hands? That's a heavy-duty card. Because now, even though this is the Sun card, we have a child that has been blocked. There's a great wall, and there are guards standing on that wall to keep that child and his little horse out of the kingdom. And now we have the Three of Wands. Someone is looking towards their future. And they're looking towards their future. Here's the Nine of Pentacles. They're looking towards their future as a single person with no attachments whatsoever. And this is the flip side of the High Priestess, meaning intuition was not followed in this relationship. So you were operating in the 3D, and things all went left. And now the Ten of Pentacles, the family money is at stake. We have a legacy that's been created and it's kind of dysfunctional. And here's the Empress. Here's the pregnant woman, the woman of success. She too, Empress, Empress. Someone did some investigating. I don't know if it was you or the Empress. And the truth came out. Here's the Sword of Truth, the Ace of Swords. And now the Emperor himself has turned his back on the situation. So, and after that we have 3 cards of new beginning. New beginnings. Hold on, let me put these over here. Which came first? We have, do it like this. So both of you seem to be moving in a totally different direction. We have the card of the Fool. And some of you are feeling like fools and want to start over elsewhere. We have the Ace of Coins. This is a new fresh money, fresh lifestyle, whole new beginnings. And we have the Ace of Wands. And someone also wants to create a strong, passionate relationship and a new one somewhere else. So that's the present state of things. Let's see where they'll go in the future. All right. Now I'm using the after deck. Or I should say that's in between. So let's see what's going on so afterwards. What does the future hold for this scenario? That's what we were trying to find out. So what does the future hold with this? One more. Spirit said 2 more. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Make sure. Okay. 3 of Wands, looking towards the future. Ace of Swords, truth is out about a marriage or an agreement, the Hierophant. Okay. Someone was either in a marriage or a commitment, and they wanted to be single. We have the 5 of Wands here. There's evidently some type of a truce. Yeah. A negotiation here. There were third-party relationships, fourth-party relationships. Somebody's happily single right now. We also have a Queen of Swords here, and the Queen of Swords deals with legal documents. The Queen of Swords is also the card that symbolizes Leo, Aquarius, and Gemini. And sitting right on top of her is a King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So, right now it's still concerning the money. Here's that new passionate beginning someone is determined to have. Someone is very angry. They're angry that the relationship did not work. Well, that doesn't make sense. And the reason it doesn't make sense is because this is the same person who was in this commitment who wanted to be single. Well, now you're single and free. Right next to that is the Page of Swords. So what is it that you've learned? Somebody made a wish and got exactly what they wanted. They wanted to be single. Now they're single. Now they're in a state of regret. Now they have learned. Lesson learned. And that's the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is a student. So what is the lesson that you've learned? You've learned more about relationships. What's at the bottom of this deck? Somebody's confidence is shot when it comes to relationships. Somebody's just keeping to themselves. And somebody is broke. And then we also have others feeling abandoned. And then we have another person who's just downright smug about the whole thing. And to me, Capricorn masculines, it looks as though the person smug about the whole thing is this person right here. The King of Wands, fire sign or fire sign energy. It's almost as though some of you, I feel strongly, you were coaxed out of a relationship by a fire sign male. Some of you could have been involved in a same-sex relationship as well as a heterosexual relationship at the same time, and you were coaxed out. This is being coaxed out, lured with hedonism, pleasures, great food, great joy, great sex. And there's the Queen of Wands for others of you. So it's like some of you masculines were pulled out of a relationship. This was a solid relationship. You were lured out by the good life. The problem was that, I mean, this is interesting because I have the King of Wands luring out the King of Pentacles, and I have the Queen of Wands also luring, and she has withdrawn. On the board, I have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, both male and female. I have the Leo female. I have, who else is here? A Leo again. Taurus, Libra, Cancer. What's under here? And this is sad because somebody is really in an outright rage over this marriage. And the marriage fall over this divorce. This was whatever this relationship was, it ended up in court and assets were divided. So whether they accepted whether you stood before a minister or not, your relationship is considered a marriage. And you were lured out by the party people. And now you feel like a class-ass fool. Because like I said, they lured you out with hedonism and money. But you were the one who ended up broken alone. Yeah, now we've got the anxiety card. Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. And now here we go again. Seven of Wands, Seven of Wands. Protection, trying to protect yourself. Here's the Emperor. At least you're getting your power back. But you know what? You don't kick yourself behind this. And you finally walked away, or they walked away from you. Let's see who walked away. This is still talking about the marriage. Emotional detached. Well, it doesn't matter now. It's done. At least now, this is Aries energy. You seem to be coming into your own power. You had a lot to learn. There's a partnership. Which way do you want to go with this Two of Wands? You can go one way or you can go another and expand on your life here. And some of you are still holding on to the past. You don't have to hold on to that. What's done is done. That was a life lesson that you had to learn. Now you're trying to approach a place of peace regarding the child you didn't want. And you're Sagittarius. It just says be patient. Just be patient about that whole thing. Just patience. Some of you did want that little child. But you were still in an unbalanced situation. Wait a minute, which way is this? You finally made it, Six of Swords, to a place of peace regarding this child, Page of Cups, but you're still doling out pennies. Six of Pentacles, and that was out of love. That was out of love. That child was created out of love. So this is ongoing and continuous. It's not. I mean, the scenario, the outside affair, the affair, or that's. It's not even. I don't know what you call this because, well, the marriage has ended, but it's ongoing. It's a continuation for now because of the child, and you've made peace with that. So from this point, it should be no problem. Okay, you're going to have to pay child support. Yeah, and she'll be probably coming back after you for more. That's what happens. Cost of living goes up, my dear. And someone is asking me, what about new love? Hold on a second. I'll see. I will see. Okay, new love. I should be able to look into this. One moment. Someone is much too in and out. Someone wants to make things happen. Here's your new love. But we have a King of Wands who's got player energy. Player energy rejects love. And then you have the Knight of Cups. So someone's being a fake person. You want to you want to, and here's the stability, stable home, loving, wife, blah blah blah. You say you want this, but then you carry on and you behave like this, and it's not going to work. There are several options. Not all of them are good, of course. Not all of them are good. Mm-hmm. All right, now I'll pick these up. So, what about new love for the Capricorn masculine group? Ooh, that would make a bit of sense. It says, open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all, but there's not enough chemistry to keep any relationship going. This is what I was talking about. This is exactly what I was talking about. Move this over here. This is exactly what I was talking about. You say you want a relationship. You say you want this, but then you end this, but then you do this, and that doesn't work. And this is 2020. People do not have time for that. They will leave you in the dust quickly. So, no new love until you learn to respect and appreciate love, Capricorn masculines. It's as simple as that. Now, advice from the Moonology deck. Yeah, well, supermoon. Mars is in Aries and Mercury's gone direct in Cancer. So expect emotions to be very high. These are emotionally volatile times. Keep that in mind. Adjustments are required. Sure, make up your mind how you want to be. You're the one who has to change. You have to go, you can't be this and this at the same time. That's just like, that's just dualism. Can't go left and right at the same time. Okay, then don't let pride get in your way either. That's what, full moon in there, Leo. Full moon in Leo. And finally, the last card is, well, you've got some money coming. Prosperity lies ahead. Once you get yourself in alignment with who you are and what it is in life you really want, things will start to straighten out for you. But for right now, you are dual minded. That's the problem. You're dual minded. If you're married, you're living single. If you're single, those of you are living like you're married and you're not even in relationships. That has to do all with you. You've got to go within yourself. Look yourself in the mirror. What do you really want? Start writing, keeping a journal or just a legal pad with a pen or pencil and start writing things down. What is it you don't want on one column? And on the other column, look at what you don't want and figure out what you do want. That will help you get your head in a more disciplined and organized way so that you can truly look in yourself. I mean, do you want this because you're afraid to be alone? Because if you're still in and out being the player, playette, you will be alone. That's the basis of it all. You are alone. So this, if you don't want to be alone, write that down. If you want a family on the other side, write, I want a family. But I'm telling you now, player ways disintegrates the family if you even get a chance, because people can pick up on that and they don't want to be bothered. All right, Capricorn masculines, you're going to have to figure that out for yourself. A tarot reading cannot help you. You have to take some time and be still while we're in this quarantine. No music, no cell phone, no nothing. Just sit by yourself with yourself. If you have a nice front porch, sit in the sun for a few minutes and don't think about anything. And just see what bubbles up. See what downloads you get. Okay? You'll figure it out. It'll come to you. Like a streak of lightning, it'll come. This is Grand Madam wishing you much love, Capricorn masculines. Enjoy your day.